So I wanted to share with you the story of how my psychic gifts were actually awakened and how my spirit guides and my ancestors actually trained me before I got coaches or mentors. What it really took for me to heal and hold the power of my channel. When I was younger, I didn't actually have the language to describe what I was experiencing, and I didn't even know it was anything spiritual. I'd walk into rooms, especially into crowds, and feel really overwhelmed. I could also tell when someone actually didn't like me, and I also had some experiences with spirit when I was younger too. I also couldn't understand how people couldn't understand or know how I was feeling when I knew how they were feeling. I've also been accused of being a know-it-all or too sensitive, and really they just didn't have the knowledge or understanding of how to understand me. But what I didn't realise is there was actually nothing wrong with me, but that I was actually open and had a higher calling, which I knew when I was 10, because I remember once sitting outside in nature on my own, thinking that I was connecting with fairies. And I didn't know this at the time, but I kept having this feeling that I had a higher calling, almost like I was receiving a message from up there. But also at the time, I didn't even know what that meant. But in 2019, something shifted. My psychic awakening came online fast when I connected with my tupuna by learning my whakapapa, but also getting upset with God about a personal thing that was happening in my life at the time. I began seeing and hearing things in the house, not in a really scary way, but in a way which made it impossible to ignore it. A spirit would come to me in my dreams. Then they started stepping into me and my energy while I was awake. It was like I became the channel, my body, my voice, everything. And I had no training for this. In fact, all I did was a $10 Udemy course. And when I signed up for their next course, I realized that I actually already knew everything in it, just from the experiences that I was having alone. So I had no mentor, no teacher, just me and my spirit guides. And let me tell you, they were already training me through dreams, through warnings that kept me safe, through emotional initiations that I didn't even realize were sacred. But with my gifts being activated came some healing work that needed to be done. My abandonment wounds especially. I had to face all of the places in which I'd given my power away, to people, to spirit, to ideas of being chosen and needing to be validated. I had to learn boundaries with humans, with energies, and with myself. And most of all, I had to develop some self-love and rebuild my worth. Because until I believed that I was worthy of receiving clear and powerful guidance, my channel would stay chaotic. Because this journey isn't just about becoming psychic, it's about becoming whole. And this is why I created the Golden Channel Portal. It's a 6-week one-on-one for souls who are awakening, who need more than just a few intuition tips or a few meditations. Inside the portal, we do the real work. Healing the nervous system, clearing your womb and energy body, building boundaries, reclaiming your voice, and activating the channel that you actually already are. This is the work that I had to do the hard way. I guide others through it, with clarity, with clear, and with precision. If you're in the middle of your own awakening, and your gifts are coming online fucking fast, and you don't actually know how to protect your energy or how to ground them, you can find the details below, or reach out and DM me the word portal, because this is a sacred return to your power, to your voice, and to the truth that you've always known. Thank you for being here and for honouring your own path, and for being willing to remember it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And when you subscribe on that bell, hit all so that you get all the notifications, including when I go live. And I'd love to hear your own story in regards to your gifts and your own awakening. And remember, you're not too sensitive. You're not imagining it. You're just remembering. And I'll see you live or in my next video.